It's Thursday morning now. Juliana, what are you up to?
I kind of wake up
How do you kind of
and
wake up?
rub my eyes
Just a little
before
bit.
I wake up, rub my eyes for a little bit, sit up in the bed, and then realize something. This is the first time I've ever slept over a guy's house. I freak out for all about 5 seconds before I realize, oh yeah, this is Tai Lung's house, so there's no issue in that. Before getting up, walking
Now,
downstairs.
when you say freak out, are you like internally freaking out, or are you like
Yeah,
physically?
I'm internally freaking out for all of 5 seconds.
Yeah, no. Tai Lung, he doesn't come all the way into your guest room, but he opens the door. He's like, "Hey, my mom made breakfast. You can eat, and then you can leave if you want."
All right, I guess I pack up my book bag, get ready to get dressed, get ready to go, and then head downstairs for breakfast at Tai Lung's.
So yeah, you eat breakfast. So are you? So you can head out. You can either head out to school, or it's still pretty early for you to go to school. You can probably like head back home if you want.
Is going back home in the direction of school?
Yes, yes.
Well, then I guess I'll head back home.
Codlung offers you a ride.
I I tell Tai Lung the same thing I told Kai, which is drop me off a block away or like a house away or something.
Can I ask why?
I told my parents that I was sleeping over. I don't know if they figured I was sleeping over with a guy, but for safety precautions.
Hmm. Okay. Cool.
Like I don't know if they thought, oh, she's sleeping over with or she's sleeping over with other girls, but not a guy.
He heeds your direction and he drops you off like a block away from your house, or like a couple houses down from your house.
Alright, I thank him for the ride before heading back inside.
When you get inside, you only see your dad like eating breakfast at the table, and your two brothers uh like wrestling in front of the TV.
I kind of realized that nothing's changed.
He says, "Hey, how was your late night sleepover?"
Uh, it was great. We kind of just sat around and talked for about an hour or so before heading to bed. Anyway, did mom get my text?
Uh, you texted her?
I did. You don't know.
I would assume so. Yeah, I don't know,
Alright, I guess,
but I would
can you,
assume.
can you make me a cup of coffee?
All right. Gets up and he pours you a cup of. How do you normally drink coffee?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So he pours you a cup of coffee and he slides it across the table to you.
Mm. I kind of put cream and sugar in it, and I leave it there before heading upstairs to investigate my all of a sudden very important 1980s computer.
It's still sitting in the corner of your room. Like it hasn't moved. Nothing changed from where you last left it.
I just kind of peer at it before heading back downstairs. And kind of sitting down at the table and saying, "So, really, Dad, you said you got that from a storage? You're an old storage container or a storage facility?"
I got it from my storage unit in a storage facility with half of my stuff and half of your mother's stuff. Why?
Uh, when, when was the last time you've been to that storage unit?
I guess probably a little over a year ago.
Oh, it was just, I mean, the thing isn't acting weird. It was just, I guess, a bit unusual, but I think it seemed to fix that problem.
He crosses his arm and he goes, define weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of, not really skipping, but the game was kind of freezing a little bit. Was it like the whole house game? Yeah, it was kind of freezing a little bit. It seemed to fix it later. I played. It seemed to stop doing that, but it does seem to be acting up a bit.
Well, it's a pretty old computer, so like I don't know. It's not going to be a Macintosh.
Do you know anybody who would be able to like look into something like this and fix it? Like I know this thing is about very ancient, and I doubt you can get any parts to reassembling it. But
I don't know. Like I mean, you said it. You plain and clear yourself. There's no one who really does. No one here that has old parts for old computers. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
you
find a
said you got
nerd.
this.
No, I was just saying, gonna find a nerd somewhere.
You got that from the storage unit yesterday, right?
I got it from the storage unit yesterday. Yes.
Did you run into anybody while doing that?
No, I just came from the storage unit and then came back here.
She takes a sip of her coffee before she sends, I guess, a reminder text to her mom, seeing if she got her text message from last night.
Right. No immediate response yet.
Mm, that's fine. I kind of grab my book bag and I guess down the rest of my coffee and I say, I'm heading off to school.
All right. Okay. Well, you know the drill. Be safe. Pay attention in school and all that parental stuff.
I guess I sort of leave out and head to school. Just pondering over how in the world did my dad get his hands on a cursed computer?
Ponder on that. So ponder on that. I'm gonna cut to Kyle. Kyle or Eddie, are you ready?
I assumed after all of the spooky shit with Juliana, Kyle went home, right?
Yes.
Okay. Kyle's gonna, like, wake up on his floor. And it's not even gonna be his bedroom floor. It's, like, gonna be, like, his living room floor. In the same clothes he was wearing last night. And he's just going to sort of wake up and prop himself on the empty six-pack that he blessed on his way home. He's just gonna get up and fish around for his phone and just look at the last person he called. Like, who's the last person he called?
Either
Okay.
Rose or either Rose or Juliana. It was Juliana last
Okay,
person he
so it was
called.
one of the other players. I think he's going to scroll through his recent phone calls, see that he has a really long one from Juliana, and he's going to call Juliana. Yeah.
Juliana, you get a call from Kyle, an incoming call from Kyle.
Hello, Kyle.
Hey, what happened?
Huh. It's very interesting because there's a lot that happened even after you left. You want the parts that you were there for and the parts that you weren't there for, or do you just want the parts that you were there for?
I mean, I helped fix your computer, right?
So what happened was,
Mm-hmm.
my dad got a small, an old time like old computer, right? At first, it was like on this weird game. It was like this. It's almost like this like weird like creepy horror game without being a horror game. I just couldn't work the controls. It was very stupid. A little while later, as I was chilling in my room, everything just went black in my house, and the screen popped on. I thought it was on like the
Oh, wait. So I did actually break your door. That wasn't like a blackout dream.
Yeah, you did. And
Wait, fucking Rose did magic. Were you there for the Rose doing magic part?
wait, Rose did what?
Rose did fucking magic.
Ow!
I don't know. She had this like determined look on her face and just made the bushes outside of your house bitch. I could have hallucinated this, and I thought I did. And then we climbed out onto them, and then they just let us down. They just let us down. And then I left after that because I thought that's what we were doing. And then I woke up at home.
Yeah. Well, what happened later night is apparently Tai Lung's back. Somehow, he convinced Roseblood to hang out with her, and Roseblood somehow convinced me to hang out with the both of them. We were
I'm a little
driving.
offended he didn't call me.
Well, I think part of it was Rebecca assumed that you were just out. Um,
I'm, yeah.
So yeah, we kind of drove around, had to talk Tai Lung out of some serious stuff for eventually coming across a drunk person. I don't know what. I kind of was fuzzy with the details. Rosebud
Wait,
kind of.
so there were other drunk people?
Actually, I don't think he was drunk. Maybe definitely under the influence. I'm kind of fuzzy on all the details because really it was Roseblood who did most of the work. So you should give her a call if you want to know what happened about that. But yeah, I got to sleep over
I
Tai
don't think
Lung's
she
house.
likes me calling her early in the day. So Kyle's making himself breakfast while he's on this phone call. So you're going to school? I'll see you at school.
Yes. Also,
All right.
I think I'm kind of cursed.
Are you cursed?
I
What
don't
cursed you?
know. I don't know.
How
See,
are you cursed?
oh, remember. Oh, wait. You're a bit fuzzy on the details.
No, it was
Yeah.
the
So
computer. The computer was an evil demon thing. I established that this wasn't a
yes,
hallucination.
but
I actually
yes,
remembered
but
it.
good news, the computer is not flashing red warning lights. The bad news is it has the name I gave it in the corner of the computer, and it's just sat there.
Well, yeah, that's because that's the name. It thinks it's your profile. That's not weird. If you have a life bar and like health, then it's weird.
I checked. I don't have a life bar or health.
The game, you can't die. If you're cursed by this game, you can't die. Just look
Audacity?
everything up on your phone and sell it to somebody.
What? Sell the computer?
Hmm.
Kyle, are you nuts?
We can start an eBay listing if you want.
Kyle, I'm not selling that thing until I figure out the bottom. I get to the bottom of this. I mean, plus,
All right.
what's to stop
So
the
you
computer?
want to explore your weird murder computer that teleported you into a shadow dimension.
Okay, the computer didn't murder anybody, as far as I'm
It
aware.
could have. It could have murdered you. You could have starved to death if you didn't know. If you didn't have us over the phone to help walk you through this game.
I'm pretty sure I would have been fine at that point. But, I mean, first off, I kind of can't get rid of it. It was a gift from my dad, and if I sell it, that's gonna be a bad look.
Screw the back of it and throw the internals out.
Yeah, about that. You sort of, made it a safety hazard there.
Is it a safety hazard?
Yeah,
Yes,
because you guys sprayed it with holy
with
water.
water.
Oh, yeah, but it still works, right?
Um, possibly. But that's
It's
not the
on.
point. Well, it is, but it's not plugged in. But still, that's not the point. You sprayed the thing with water, and like, unless I've got like shockproof gloves or something, which I don't even know if my dad even has hardware gloves or anything. I can't like interact with it. I'm a bit curious about this thing. Why it's targeting me specifically.
That's because you own it. if you gave it to me, I might then be owning it. Or like maybe it's a thing of like it's your playthrough, and
Yeah,
because you're playing it like because you put the name in, it expects you to
but
respond. But if you gave it to somebody else, I don't see why they wouldn't carry the curse.
my dad had that thing in a storage unit for a year. Like he literally just pulled it out yesterday. So
Yeah, they didn't make computers like this in the 70s. So the fact that he believes this is already super sus.
I'm pretty sure my dad's fine.
No, I don't think he because this kind of technology definitely wasn't made back then. Like,
Oh, and how do you know that?
if somebody, okay, imagine if somebody put this thought into his head that this is his. If you find something that is familiar to you or maybe reminiscent, you might be able to misremember, or like it could be you've already admitted to me that you're cursed. Who's to say that the person who cursed you or this item in some random guy's head or put magic on it? I'm gonna have to. Do you have Mabitha's phone number? I've had a bunch of magic questions for her.
No, I don't. While I'm still on this phone call with Kyle, I'm gonna send a text to Dad and say, "Hey, what kind of what storage unit did you get this? Did you get the old computer from? Like a public storage, where something like that?"
Yeah, no. You get a text from your dad, and he says, "Yeah, I got it from my storage unit at Casings." You're asking an unusual amount of questions for for you. You are your mother's daughter.
Um, I I I I guess I received the text back, and I tell Kyle. Apparently, his storage unit's in casings.
Well, okay, that doesn't tell me anything. I wouldn't be surprised if vampires know magic and one of them cursed your computer or one of your dad's various things, and like the curse made him very fond of that particular thing. I don't think your dad owned this computer. The computers in the 70s were like fucking rooms big.
I kind of say back on my phone. Well, this does seem like a bit of a spur of the moment thing. What would have been the whole elaborate point to set up this elaborate trap to, I guess, infatuate me by going through my dad for him to get an old computer for me to like? Wouldn't it be just be simpler to, I don't know, go to me? Like if they wanted to curse me, they sure did a roundabout way of doing it.
Yeah, but why do anything, you know? Listen, I'm gonna believe you. I'm just gonna say that this is your dad's computer. The fact that your dad's alive makes me a little bit less worried for you.
Thanks.
But the fact that your dad doesn't remember him owning a cursed computer makes me a little bit, maybe somebody cursed the computer while he was walking home with it.
How about this? He picked up the computer at an old storage unit in casings. If you feel like there's something going on, how about you scope the place out?
Maybe I will.
Okay.
I mean,
What was the
Kyle,
storage
that'd be
unit?
good.
I don't know. I don't have access to the direct storage unit, and even if I
Neither
did,
do I. But if you want me to poke around, you gotta fucking help.
I'll see if I can get the information from my dad, but he's already getting suspicious about me asking too many questions. Although, in fairness, he did.
Just ask him. Just say like, hey, all right, fine.
Yeah, but
I'll
if I ask him what specific unit, he's gonna think that I'm going to head to the storage unit, which he's gonna be like, "Why are you heading to the old storage unit?" Like,
Hmm.
Well, just say like, oh, there's a game that's on here, but it says the files are corrupt. So I want to go looking for that game disc.
As much as that could work, the problem is, first off, my dad might know of any game that is in the storage unit. Second off, I think my dad would want to look for it himself. Third off, I
Yeah.
really didn't show that I was too interested in the game. You know, when we were together.
All right, so you definitely just told me to go and investigate this thing as a fuck you?
No.
Oh.
I said go ahead and investigate it because, okay, you don't have the specific unit, but that doesn't stop you from looking around. I mean, if the computer was truly in the storage unit, then somebody would have had to have tampered with it. You're not getting what I'm. But
Not at all, but okay, fine. I'll go over there and I'll ask.
no, because if you're just going over there and
I'll
like,
pretend to be interested. I'll be like, hey, I'd like to get a storage unit and gabagool. And they'll be like, all right.
Yeah, you gabagool. Let me get a fucking
And
storage
I'll
unit.
give me that fucking storage unit.
alright.
But yeah, no, like I can be cool about this. Anyways, all right, I'll see you at school. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Bye. Kyle then immediately hangs up.
I kind of look at my phone before thinking, might need to start investing in more normal or better friends. Then again, this is very interesting.
Kyle's going to get on his bike and ride to school after getting dressed, brushing his teeth, and eating breakfast.
Rose, what are you doing this fine morning?
Rose woke up about 2 hours earlier than she usually would. She is sitting at her kitchen table, staring really hard at the fridge where she put her tin with what the fuck. It's
Oh, wait,
You put it in the fridge?
well, I put it in the freezer inside of the
It's a
tin,
normal place.
and
That's
Normal
actually
place.
kind of smart.
I put a note on top that says, "Do not open science experiment." She's just sitting at the table with a shitload of bacon because she woke up super hungry today.
Somehow.
She has a drink which is probably some fucked up ratio of bourbon and orange juice. She's just staring really hard at her fridge.
Did you raid your parents' liquor cabinet?
Yeah,
Okay, so I guess you can keep that +2 in your charisma for now.
fuck. Yeah, I'll take that. And
Wait, did
staring.
we establish that drinking raises charisma?
Yeah, I was actually having a little
Awesome.
bit of I was having a little bit of trouble. I didn't know if I wanted to. I guess it varies from person to person. Because
I mean,
she drank.
Kyle's hungover. He isn't drunk.
You're hungover.
Kyle
That
got drunk while everyone else was having an adventure
Oh, so there's nothing to add to yours. You're hungover.
because he was like, I need to forget about this spooky shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, she got a +2 in charisma last night. And if she's drinking bourbon and orange juice, that's a weird fucking combination. I guess that +2 in charisma is gonna carry over.
It's the only thing that she had in her fridge to use as a chaser, so she's working with it. She finishes her breakfast and she chugs down her bourbon mistake. And she decides to get her backpack and get on the bus to go to the flower shop.
Oh, so you're gonna skip? Are you skipping? Are you skipping school?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you catch the bus and you ride on over to the flower shop and you're looking out the window and like in the far fucking distance, like I want to say near the mountains where Stiff Peaks is, uh, you see you see something flying, but I won't say it's a bird. Like this is too large to be a bird. So you just see something flying in the distance there.
What the? What the fuck? Can I
Pressure.
roll like perception or anything?
You can roll brain.
11
Are you rolling to see what the fuck this is?
to see if I can identify it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea what the fuck this is. It looks fucking weird though.
All right. Like where it's flying, does it look like there are any storm clouds or anything in that area or fog?
No, just nah, no, not really.
Mm. She's just gonna ignore that for now and just kind of sit and be quiet.
Yeah, so you make it to the flower shop, um, and you don't see Mab's mom, but you do see Mab at the register, just chilling out, like reading a magazine or something. And she looks up, she goes, "Oh, hey,
Is your mom here?
no, she's away for something mom stuff, I guess. So I'm looking after the shop today."
I'm gonna close the door of the shop. I grew a giant bush yesterday.
Wow. I didn't. This is not coworker talk. I don't really need to know anything about your pubic area.
Your
I
pubis.
mean, good for you. I mean, some guys are into that. Not
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
walk.
guys
I'm
are.
gonna. I'm gonna walk over to the counter so that I'm across from Mab.
Uh-huh.
I grew a giant bush that was in front of somebody's yard with my powers after I had to go into a house that was possessed by a demon computer. And then I went home, and another asshole and dipshit on a stick made me go back outside, and I got to see some dude with a parasite on his neck.
Uh-huh.
I mean, well, when you put it that way.
Uh-huh. Okay. She like she closes her magazine and she like puts both of her forearms on like the counter. She goes, "Okay,
Well, when you put it that way, I am attracted to you.
there's a lot to unpack here. So first of all, let's talk about your non-pubic bush. You grew a bush with your powers. Now, before I react in any sort of way, I want you to explain to me what you mean.
There was We were stuck in the house. We were on the second story, and we were like, well, we definitely want to do this and not die. And I was like, there's bushes outside. They're plants. Sure would be great if they could do something with this thing that you said I can do. And I thought really hard, and they grew to the second floor, and then we jumped on them and they went back down. And and Mab, am I a witch?
Her face gets like stale, and she goes, "I mean, you you grew a plant. Um, I'm assuming with just your mind in your hand. So, and not a lot of people can do that. Uh, sure, yeah. Which is one word for that. Yeah. Um, she like scratches her neck, like she's like she's starting to get physically frustrated. And she's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'd say that. Yeah, you might be. I don't know. I'm probably not the person to gauge your witchiness in any. proportion. So, but if you said you grew a bush using plant magic powers, sure, yeah. I guess in this case you are a witch.
Mab, I need more than that. Like I can't explain to you how it feels to hate this place so much and then all of a sudden all of this wild shit is happening at the exact same time and I get to find out that I'm also one of the wild shit. And it would be really
Oh,
great if you could just tell me what's going on.
she walks from behind the counter and she goes, "All right, um, there we both notice that there's a lot of weird fucking shit going on here in our quiet little town. I don't know, vampires and apparently new knowledge, demon computers and witches. Uh, well, to give you a little history, Rose, witches aren't really a new thing. Witches have been around for a while. Uh, Different cultures, different practices, and my mom is one of them. Uh, and it definitely passes down from generation to generation, and sometimes it skips a generation. Sometimes, in very rare cases, just somebody random can just become a witch without even practicing anything. They can just be born and have the latent ability to be, and she puts up in air quotes, special. So I don't know. What do you really want to know? Like, what other questions do you have?
I don't know. Like, is there clearly I can grow plants, but like what really is that for? Like it's not I grew some dandelions last night too, and that was almost amusing for a second. Like what do I do with this? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there's a lot you can do, and sometimes it's not just plants. Sometimes it's animals too. Sometimes it's, I don't know. There's just it varies in people. You can you can grow certain plants better than a person, i.e., my mom. You can heal people. You can you can develop poisons and toxins, and if you're really that adept and that special, you can even telepathically talk to someone. You can understand animals. You can even control animals to a certain extent.
Mm.
I mean, like I said, it varies in people. It depends on what kind of person you are, and what you're normally around.
Well, I was with a dog yesterday and she just kept giving me a bunch of fuck you looks, so I don't think that's part of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that dog knows what's up with you. It is not just hormones, Rose. Uh, you definitely got something else in you.
Mm.
And like
Okay.
the more she's talking to you, the more like it's growing from like just frustration to like almost petty anger. But she's still trying. She still understands like, okay, this person has no idea what the fuck's going on. I should probably like at least try to help.
You said your mom wasn't gonna be around for a while. Would it be
Uh,
would it be okay if I got to see that flower from before?
I mean, I would love to. I would really love to show you the special glowy flower. Thing is, she took it with her.
Of
So
course she did.
uh, sorry.
No, that's
Uh,
I get it. It's cool. It's fine. Is that the
would
only
you
one
like
you
to see
guys
some?
like have?
I think so. Uh, there might be a place here. Cause like whenever she's done using this plant, she goes not too far from here. Uh, to get another to like to find more of this plant. So like I don't know where it is. She won't tell me. I don't know. I don't know if there's more, or I don't know where to get it if there is.
Okay.
Uh, this seems like a conversation for you and my mom, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. You told me that you didn't want me to bother your mom yet.
Dude, really,
Yes.
it's on. Listen, and she puts both of her hands on your shoulders, and she goes, "You and her have something in common, right? More than I do with my own mother, and she already likes you a lot. I don't even have my name or like a crystal embroidered on my apron. It's just an apron. So I'm pretty sure she won't mind if you bothered her about your witchiness, your powers, however you want to phrase it. I'm sure she'll fucking understand. I am 100% positive that she'll welcome you again in open arms about this and give you all the fucking resources and the help that you need to figure out what the fuck is going on with you.
Okay.
And she turns around. She goes, I'm pretty sure that if you called her, hey, maybe she'll answer, and maybe she'll have a nice, decent conversation about your new. I'm gonna say womanhood. I'm gonna say this is your new
Oh,
womanhood.
no, seriously, you already made a bad bush joke earlier. Can we not? That's
Damn, this looks
awful.
familiar. Listen, and she scribbles on a piece of post-it note. She goes, here, this is my mom's phone number. If you really want all the ins and outs of all of this, I say consider it. Give her a call, and just keep me up to date about everything that's going on.
I'm gonna go then. Thanks, Mab.
You sure you don't want to pick up a shift? It's just me here.
Yeah, okay. I need to give you some shit anyway.
Shit, as in like bullshit, or like is there like physical stuff you're gonna give her?
Shit as in, why did your dumbass jump out of a window in the middle of the night in a town full of fucking vampires?
I mean, I know my way around town, and I know where to go and where not to go. Vampires don't kill you in crowds, if they're smart enough.
So,
Uh,
what? So you're just going out clubbing in the hopes that they'll murder other people before you?
I mean, yeah. Do you not?
I, I mean, the last time I went to a party, uh, I kind of had to twerk on a vampire to not get hypnotized, and it didn't work out well. So, not really.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, what the?
Um,
No, what you did? No, you didn't see that. Fuck you. Ugh.
wait, what happened?
Did Mab see that?
Uh, I'm gonna say say, yeah.
Ah!
She goes, yeah. I mean, looks like he did apparently a good job according to
No.
the other guy.
No. Shut what? No, shut up. I had to punch some dude in the throat about that last week. We're not talking about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore. We're over this. I'm fine. Whatever.
But yeah, she goes, all right, yeah. No, we don't have to talk about it at all. We don't have to talk about it. Uh, well, you, I mean, I can man the register. You can just, I don't know, help package flowers and other foliage and chill out. It's mostly a slow day.
Rose will go to like the back where they keep the heavy bags of fertilizer now that she's feeling better, and she'll try to like carry the fertilizer downstairs into the basement.
Wait, are you still buzzed from your orange juice and bourbon?
I mean, probably.
Okay. Okay. Are you just gonna carry it downstairs, or are you gonna look for some other shit too?
Yeah, I guess I could. If I'll go down into the basement. I'll walk around the store trying to like pick up dead leaves and stuff and see if I can concentrate and sense any other magic stuff.
You go downstairs, and like you can see like the like again the special like the special orders for like preferred customers and whatnot. You can see like a good amount of stuff has been like moved or taken away. So I'm guessing like this is some of the most important stuff that Map's mom had to take with her on like the workbench, like in the middle of like the downstairs. It's pretty empty, but nothing magical.
Okay. Do I know if they have a computer at the magic shop? At the at the flower shop?
No computer.
Okay.
Just a phone and a register.
Cool,
Like
cool. I'm gonna go back upstairs and I'm gonna like peek my head out at Mab real quick. So, hey, do you have a computer at your house?
yes, because I'm a teenager in 2004.
Riveting. If I treated you to some coffee or something, could I use it for a thing later?
I mean, I won't say no to coffee, but definitely clear my internet history after you're done.
I mean, I- it's not going to be internet so much as like maybe hacking into a disk. Can you hack into disks? I don't know. I have a creepy ass disk.
Is this a disc from Juliana's place?
No, this is the disk that I got from David's car.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I just kind of want somebody with me because the last computer that I was around was haunted. So,
Sure, just bring all your weird shit to my house. Yeah, let's do that.
okay. Yeah.
Got some work to do, so we'll do that on our break later.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll sneak back into the back.
Charlie, this is Thursday.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You're still underground, so you're protected from the sun. Are you
You already
asleep?
know what our favorite knife boy's doing. He is back in bed sleeping.
Do you want to wake up?
I don't know. Is somebody coming in the room? Because he's just
No.
chilling. He's in bed. He's
Mm-mm.
having a good time.
You do hear like a bunch of shuffling outside of your room though.
Outside my room is in like the hallway or like
Yes,
outside.
the hallway.
How loud is it?
Shuffling where it sounds like multiple people.
Hmm. How many people?
I don't know. Why don't you find
Give
out?
me a rough guesstimate.
6 people.
All right, now give me a more accurate guesstimate.
Oh my God, 7.
There we go. There we go. All right, Chio is gonna abide by what the gods want. He's gonna take his blanket, wrap it around himself like a cape. Well, not like a cape, but he's gonna basically wear the blanket. Like, you know how they fucking do, where you pick up the blanket and you just wear it. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Yeah, he's doing one of those.
Yeah.
He's gonna grab his marker off the raggedy bedside table and he's gonna venture out into the hallway and see what the fuck is going on.
When you open your door, you can see like a couple of people carrying. I won't say cadavers, but
what the fuck is a cadaver?
Dead bodies. You see a couple of people or other vampires carrying like new victims or like new thralls that you can see.
Are they carrying them like away from my position, or are they bringing them to me?
Away from your position, like past your room, like further down the hall.
Alright, fuck it. He'll just stand in the doorway and just watch it happen, because that's fun. Because I'm imagining it's like just a train of fucking vampires just walking past his shit. He's not gonna interrupt that. He's just gonna wait for it to see what happens.
Anthony, he comes like behind like this train of vampires and victims. He goes, he like peers through the door. He goes, "Hey, bud, how we feeling?"
And Chio shrugs, but like it's a purposeful, like not exaggerated shrug, but it's a shrug that's big enough where the fucking blanket does more movement than he does.
He goes, "Okay, still a little silent. Are you hungry?"
Alright, he's gonna do another shrug that slowly turns into a nod, but a slow nod. Like, it starts as a shrug, but then he's like, yeah, might as well.
Okay. I definitely feel like you should eat. Why don't you follow me? A few morsels for you to nurse on.
And Chio's gonna fucking grab his hand and gesture for him to lead the way.
Alright.
And not even looking at him, just hand and then lead the way, motherfucker.
Got you. He grabs your hand and he leads you to like 2 rooms away from your room, and he opens the door. You see a guy just like by himself sitting in a room. He's like handcuffed to like a radiator, and like from his arms into his neck, you can see he's been bitten all over. He has his sleeves rolled up, and on his shirts you can see that he's wearing like a work uniform, and on that uniform you see McCreamy's Midnight Diner. And he goes, this guy, Anthony goes, we got this guy in a couple days ago. He's still pretty fresh, and why don't you go on and give him a little sip?
Chio's gonna look at the chained guy, and then back at Anthony, and then back at the chained guy.
Look at your food, now back to me. Now look at your food, now back to me.
And then back at Anthony, and then he's gonna let go of Anthony's hand and like make a gesture for them to unhandcuff him. Like he's gonna do the wrist like separating thing, and then look back at chained guy, and then Anthony.
No, I can't unchain him.
Chio frowns.
We don't want this. We don't want our food running away. So
Chio looks down sad.
Okay, you can either be sad or you can be hungry. Please pick one.
Right now, he's doing both.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you in this room. I'll be right back. I'll be standing right outside in case you get a little too excited and drain him.
Is there a door on this room?
There is a door in this room.
Alright, well, Chio will follow Anthony to the door and close it behind him.
The guy chained up to the radiator, he goes, he's like sitting and he sits up and he goes, listen,
No, you listen.
Okay.
You shut your fucking mouth, okay? I'm gonna turn around. And you better have your eyes fucking closed. Understood?
You want my eyes closed?
If I had to repeat myself, this will hurt a lot more than it should.
Okay, alright, and he closes his eyes.
And Chio drops that fucking blanket. Stretches one time, like the little back stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Runs full speed at that motherfucker and tries to knee him in the face. In the head.
Can I ask why?
And I ask what number I need to roll.
He needs to roll brawn. Yeah, so you run. No.
Yeah, I need this man in the face.
Yeah, you need this guy in the face, and like you also like you also like slip and like knee his shoulder too. But
Do I crack his head open?
No, you do not.
Then I guess we're gonna run back to the door and do it again.
All right, so like you're pulling a full Negan right now. You're just like
Is he cracked open yet?
his nose is pretty fucking
Is
caved in.
he cracked open yet?
Nah.
We are going back to the door and
Oh
doing
my god.
it again.
All right, cool. So like you give this like you this like this next knee you put you put your all into this one, and you run up. You knee this guy dead center in his face, and like with the force of your knee and like him like in the corner, you do like crack his skull open, like in the middle of his face. Like you don't crack open his skull, you crack his head, like a perfect fucking dent in the middle of his face.
Is he bleeding out of the crack yet?
I would assume so. He's bleeding a lot. He is profusely bleeding. Like
Then
whatever
now,
clothes you're wearing, it's saturated in blood.
now
Yeah.
we are holding his head and drinking whatever is leaking from him, wherever that may be.
Okay. So now Anthony comes in and he goes, oh, you do know that was for everybody, right?
Chio shrugs and then goes back to drinking.
A little. He walks closer up to you. Goes a little like rule. Unless we have to, we don't brutally kill our blood bags. We don't do that, especially if they're.
Chio dips a hand in whatever the fucking closest blood puddle is.
Uh-huh.
And draws a question mark, a very drippy question mark, on the wall and looks back at Anthony.
I'm gonna assume you're asking why. There's other vampires here, and there might be other, people to feed on, but still, we still gotta have some reserves, so we all don't go fucking hungry. I'll cover this. I'll cover this up and chalk it up to baby vampires first drink. But you can't do this again.
Okay, well now Chio's gonna take the dude's head and slam it into a wall. Because now he's angry.
What?
So I gotta roll another d6 for that one?
No, you don't. Why? He's
That's
already
fine,
dead.
I'll roll a d6 for it.
No, he's dead.
I'll
He's
roll a d6
dead.
for it.
He's dead.
It's just a nice little love tap. It's a nice little love tap. It's not about hurting him anymore. It's about showing Anthony
It's a 2. Yeah, no, you just bump this guy's head onto the wall. It's a 2.
Alright, good. Then after that, he stands up and grabs his blanket again.
Okay.
And then turns to look at Anthony.
Obviously, how do you feel?
Chio gives him a little thumbs up.
It's still daylight. I mean, you can't go anywhere. If you want to go around, mingle, maybe talk to your lacrosse teams, and make friends, connections.
Chio just says and shakes his head like a motherfucking maniac because Anthony knows he already said that he can have.
The lacrosse team, okay. If you just want to go around, check around the cathedral, you can mingle with whoever you want. Just something to get you out of bed.
Well, then, Chio's gonna walk over to fucking Anthony, grab his fucking hand again, and gesture for him to lead the way again. There's a lot of walking going on today.
It's not really much to show you. The rooms are kind of the same. I already showed you like the front hall of the cathedral. I could probably, I don't know. I guess I'll just walk you around. And he walks you down the same hall that the bunch of vampires were walking down. And he goes, I guess I can show you some of the new people that we're probably going to be feeding on. Probably. I don't know. Because there's still a lot of us here, and kind of want less mouths to feed than more mouths to be fed. He takes you down the hallway, and he takes you down to like this big room, and like it looks to be like an own storage room, for like chairs and shit, whatever churches have. Some of these people that they brought in, they look like students. No students that you recognize, but like they do look like, some people that would go to your school. Yeah.
Wait, if it's a storage room, why the fuck are there students there? Are they humans or are they fucking vampires?
They're humans.
Are they alive or are they dead?
They look alive. They're just probably like knocked out.
Okay. So are we just standing in this fucking storage room, or are we walking in it?
He's just showing you like these are the new people that we're gonna be eating or not killing. So
Doesn't care about the not killing part, but he's just gonna nod. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Is it though?
Yes.
I
just killed somebody.
Yeah, you did. But
first murder of the game.
First murder of the game. Yeah. Wow, that's actually kind of true. So yeah, he goes, okay. Do you have questions? Is there anything you want to see?
Well now, like Shio's thinking, what does he want to say? And then he moves one of the students out of the way, like very rudely. Just knocks over the corpse to go right on the wall, only to realize he no longer has his marker. And then he's gonna look back at Anthony and make the gesture that he no longer has his marker. This is a problem.
He quickly pats himself down and goes, yeah, no, I held on to your marker, and he pulls it out of his pocket and goes, here.
Man, well, he's gonna just uncontrollably walk over to Anthony, grab the marker, and accidentally kiss him on the cheek, and then just stand there awkwardly, realizing what he just did.
Vampires get nervous?
Because he's just happy he has his marker back, but oh no, he's initiated physical contact. Well, I mean, now we're just standing there. I mean, what's Anthony doing? I just pecked that nigga on the cheek. What's going on?
What are you doing with your marker?
I'm just standing there now because now I'm thinking like, no wait, I accidentally kissed this nigga.
Yeah. Okay, but before that, you were thinking, is there anything you do want to say or see?
Oh yeah, no, I know. Now we're beyond the marker.
Yeah.
Now it's an existential crisis.
Now you're both standing there like, what the fuck just happened? I mean, Anthony's probably not as phased as you are, but he's just saying like, oh, okay.
I'm just gonna awkwardly just turn. I'm still looking at that dude. Awkwardly turning back to the wall.
So he goes, do you want to say something, write something? What's going on here?
He's definitely got the marker to the wall, and he's slowly writing something. He doesn't know what. He doesn't know what. It's a very slow process. He's really milking the time here. It's like every time he's about to start writing something, he draws back and he's thinking. And the mystery builds, and he's finally got that marker to the wall, and it's coming together.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pulls away. He wrote bed.
You want to go back to your room? Yes, no.
And he nods and just points to bed.
Okay, I won't stop you. You can go back to your room. You can go back to sleep. If later, if you want to go out or want to try out some new shit, I don't know. Let me know.
He said try out some new shit.
Yeah.
Now Chio's gonna write new shit on the wall with a question mark.
Vampire shit, man. Vampire shit.
And he's gonna gesture for him to go on. Explain.
I don't know. Disappearing, reappearing, glamoring people. Knowing how to drink blood from a person without killing them.
Well, no, he's gonna nod at the first couple things, like the glamoring and the disappearing. He's gonna shake his head at the no killing part, and he's gonna say, "Go back to the other cool shit."
Flying's one of them too.
Yeah, that's a nod. He's nodding at that one, but excited nodding. He'd like to learn about any of this shit.
I haven't been able to do it. Some people could. Turning into animals. I don't know. Just cool shit.
He's gonna gesture for him to do it. Yes, do that.
Now?
Okay, well now he's gonna write yes on the wall and continue to circle it while staring at this nigga in his eyes.
He goes, all right, cool. What do you want to try first?
He's gonna write all.
All, okay. Well, obviously we can't do all at the same time. Pick one. Baby steps.
He's gonna write know you.
Okay, how about we let's do some flying. Flying's pretty fun. How about that?
All right, he's gonna get an approving nod.
So like he grabs your hand and he leads you away from the storage room to like the front open hall to get to cathedral, and he goes, okay. Anthony is like, okay, do you know Peter Pan?
Chio's gonna nod. Yeah, he nods.
You know all the bullshit about think happy thoughts and you can fly, fairy dust and all that shit.
Chio nods.
It's kind of like that, but like I want you to like use your brain almost your brain is the fairy dust and the happy thoughts is some other bullshit. So I just want you to think about floating. Just think about floating. Just think about like lifting your body up from the air. Hold on. Before you do that, I need you to roll me a 2d4. So you do lift off the ground, but it's like the first baby's first step. You're wobbly as shit. You don't know you aren't really in control of what direction to go. You're going back and you're going forth and you're going from side to side. You're going up really high and you're going down really low. You're just not really in full control of which direction you're going. But you're off the ground and Anthony goes, okay, all right, cool. Wow, this is the fastest I've seen any of us really learn how to fly. Maybe Andre. Andre took to it pretty easily, but I haven't really seen him in a while. But he claps and goes, "All right, cool, good job."
I mean, you know, Chio doing a little smiley smile or whatever, enjoying himself, kinda.
Enjoying yourself, kind of. All right.
He's enjoying himself a little bit or whatever, you know.
In time of school, this is lunchtime. Kyle and Juliana, what are you doing?
Well, if it's lunchtime, I'm gonna find Juliana at lunch.
Okay.
Because I imagine this is the first time I'm able to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna sit at her table and just, if she's with somebody, I'm definitely gonna sit down, like, and not give a fuck about him. But if she's alone, I'm gonna sit there, definitely.
Juliana, are you sitting alone or are you sitting with friends?
Are you
Who would I be sitting with?
Chip Collins?
Are you sitting with Chip Collins?
Maybe, possibly. Actually, yes, because I want to know how he is with the whole story.
We can start there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you talk to Chip Collins, too.
Alright, so, okay. So I sort of walk, in the cafeteria. I'm looking for Chip Collins. I sort of sit down at the table, where, Chip Collins is eating. And I say, so, how's your story coming along?
You needn't worry.
You needn't worry about my story, attributations. That's a word I made up. It's my word.
Can I see the progress so far?
And he goes, I don't see why not. And he gives you like his little black book of like notes, and everything is like very uniform and thorough. He wrote it in like blue pen. It's like this is all I have, and it's almost ready for publishing.
I check his notes. What do I see?
So you see his notes, and it's like the factory is much. It's more cleanlier. I'm having a stroke. It's more clean than the last factory. There's like new protocols to keep every person safe. The owner slash and like factory CEO or whatever is very friendly and very close knit with with all the people who work there, from the factory workers to the security guards to the interns to whatever, and they even have free range animals manufacturing and distribution or whatever, all that shit.
I sort of jot down some of Chip's notes. I don't like jot down what he says verbatim, just some of the Cliff Note version. Does he have any of the names of the staff?
No. Other than Theon's name, no, that's about it.
I kind of look at his notes. I just kind of peer up at him, giving that um Are you serious look before I say, uh, did you actually interview anybody who works at the old factory or at the new factory?
Of course I did, but I'm not giving you those notes. No, that's for the paper, not for your eyes, for your lowly, poor eyes.
Kyle's gonna enter the lunchroom at this time.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Oh, hey! I was looking for you. Who's this nerd?
you
Uh,
you fucker.
this is Chip Collins. He is I think lead editor of the newspaper club in the newspaper.
Kyle goes straight for doesn't like if his hand is extended like showing Juliana what he did so far and his notes, Kyle's gonna grab his hand and be like, "Hi, very nice to meet you," and just shake his hand and just not worry about it and just lean into Juliana and say, "Hey, I haven't seen Rose anywhere. I was wondering. You told me I should call her, right?" Kyle shakes Chip Collins' hand,
Chip
and, and
Chip
Kyle's
looks
hands
at
are
you
way
like
too
very
sweaty.
disgusting, very disgusted. He's like, "Why is this peasant touching my hand?"
Juliana looks at Kyle and says, um, I don't know. I mean, you might not have shown up for school today. Not much I can do about that.
Okay. All right. You told me to call her. I have what I think is her number, so I guess I'm gonna call.
Yeah, you do that.
Welcome back, Kiel.
Will you show me your interview notes after it's already been published in the paper?
Are you trying to convince him to show you his notes?
Yes.
Roll me
Chip,
charm.
can I help with this by
You
giving
sure?
a monologue?
You sure can.
Hey, Chip, are you working? You're helping Juliana with something, aren't you?
Yes, it's the same way you would say help as working in the soup kitchen for the less fortunate. Yes, I am.
Oh, you think of this as charity.
Yes. You have a
So the last.
hold on. Hold on.
Uh,
You have a D20 in charm.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
wow.
out of here.
The last
Uh,
person who didn't tell Juliana the full plan hasn't come to school in a couple of days. So I'm just going to leave that warning out there.
And I should be intimidated by that fact.
No, you
I
should
kind
listen to
of, I
her.
kind of elbow Kyle in the arm and say, "Dude, like, way to make me sound very non-threatening."
You're smarter than him. He should feel threatened.
Okay.
He does like the dumb chin rub. He goes, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give a sort of sneak peek at an interview. Sure. And
Um.
he reaches in his back pocket and gives you a folded up piece of paper. He goes, this is an exclusive interview that I wrote down with between me and Theone, the owner of the building. So if you really want to see what she had to say and what I had to say, here you go.
All right. I just sort of peruse his questions.
Kyle
And
thinks
her,
about the fact that he had that all along, and he's like, "You fucking sneaky." Mm.
Juliana peruses through the questions and answers. Anything of interest? Is this just like generic, like blabble, or does anything of interest or note pop out?
It's snobby blabble for sure.
You're reading along and it's just like, hello, Miss Theone, hello. And it was like, my name is Chip Collins, blah blah blah. And it goes, and then you see a line of from coming from Theone, and goes, oh, you're Chip Collins, and he goes, yes, I am, and he goes, you're the head of the newspaper club at Frankfurt High, and he goes, yes, how did you know? And he goes, everybody knows about you, Chip Collins. You're even smarter than that Juliana chick, and it's obviously a decoy interview for you, especially made especially for you.
How did you get her to say? Uh,
He
I kind of look at this. Can I tell that this is fake?
yes, you can.
I kind
Talk
of
about
read
honest
over
journalism.
this, and I kind of read over this. Then I peer at Chip Collins. Well, your interview seems to be nice and order. I kind of hand it back to him.
Ha ha. He goes, you wanted to see the interview, so you saw it, you read it. It's all there, black and white,
It's
clear as
actually
day.
blue and white
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you only
I
have blue
know.
pens.
I know, and I'm kind of still reading over it, and I kind of stop here. Can I ask you a question?
You just did. Oh.
Now,
Oh
I was
man.
wondering, it must have taken some courage to disclose the fact that you've got a 2-inch dick. Am I reading here? Oh, it's
Yeah,
one
that
inch.
definitely says 2 inches.
Ah, no, I thought it said 1 inch. I kind of showed it up to Kyle. I should have said 1 inch.
It's like a really sloppily written too.
I
I would
know,
say.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Are you both trying to like
We're making fun of him.
both of you roll
I
me
know
grit.
that we're the only three
Grit.
motherfuckers at this table because this is a table between Julian fucking Collins. No one's hanging out here.
Both of you roll me grit. A 5, and
Mm.
then I love how I have South Park
5.
playing in the background.
Ah,
5.
nice and consistent.
He's
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
it.
yeah. No, actually, no. He like snatches the paper away. I don't know how you both of you somehow convinced him like there is literally a conversation talking about his very unimpressive millimeter Peter. And he goes, "What? I don't remember that conversation being in. I don't." He's like perusing through it. He's like, and then he finally comes to and figures it out. He's, Hadi ha ha.
Nice try, jackass. Can I see the real notes, please?
And he goes, just for that act of childish banter. I must vacate this scene and not
I would like
not show you
him from getting up. I would like to roll fight to intimidate him.
why.
Roll fight.
I
Yeah.
want to see what you wrote. I'm interested in reading it.
Roll a d20. Half son of a bitch.
Okay.
Wow.
Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, you like get
When
up
he
and
to get up, I would like to push him back in his seat and be like, "No, you're not going anywhere."
you push this Sheldon Cooper motherfucker back in his seat and he goes, okay, I'll be quite honest with you and your ape.
I
I
would like
didn't
to
get it.
punch him
What?
with an ape and spit at him.
Why? Why are
I
you
ha-
why are you causing a scene during lunch?
Because
Can you
this,
let
he's
him?
not
Can you let him
like-
finish this
I'm
statement? Then you
not
can
like
punch
the
and
face.
spit
I'm
at him.
just like giving him a jab in the ribs. Like, yeah, this ape's right next to you, bitch.
All right, cool. Roll me another 20.
Hilarious.
You somehow manage to like temporarily knock the wind out of him, so he can't even speak.
I kind of head over to go back up, Kyle. I kind of try to calm the situation
Only
down.
because you asked me to, and I back 2 steps.
And I look at you and I say, "You don't have an interview, do you?"
Him like out of breath for not being able to talk, he like shakes his head like, no, I don't.
You can publish this story. However, it would be better for your consumer if you've got on the record interviews from the staff, the CEO, maybe some of the employees about how it feels like work. Just another perspective that the consumer could have in the story instead of just an opinion piece. I mean, it works, and I kind of hand him back his notebook. I mean, it's not a bad, but I think you should have an interview before you publish this.
He finally like gets his wind back. He goes, I believe me, I've tried. They kicked me out before I could ask any serious or in-depth questions, and I got hauled up by 2 more apes.
Oh, Chip, slow down.
Kyle
What
takes
ti-
a step forward when he says apes, but when
I kind of
Juliana says calm down, he just backs away.
mentioned. What time was this? What time of day was this?
This was a nice 7:30 afternoon, evening type deal.
What did you see when you walked in there? If you saw anything?
It just looked like a regular factory. Nothing. I don't
How
know.
fast? How fast did they usher you out after you asked for the interview?
Pretty promptly, I must say. I could barely tie my shoes before I was thrown out to the front gate.
She kind of hands Chip Collins back his notebook and says, "Yeah, I don't know what you can do about that, but look, I was gonna have to send uh I'll go talk
Pete the punk.
I'll go talk to Mr. Spencer. Worst case scenario, you just give out an opinion piece. I guess you can talk about your experience of getting thrown out after asking for an interview if you think that's important." I guess at that point, Chip Collins takes his leave.
Yeah, he gets up. He avoids Kyle because like now he's intimidated by Kyle.
Kyle's just smiling.
I kind
and
of I kind of look back at the Cliff Notes version that I have of Chip's notes, and I say, "Was that? It was actually more useful than I thought it was going to be."
I guess so, yeah.
Now we know that they're hiding something.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Do you fucking hang out with him like on a regular basis? I'm sorry, did I just like punch one of your friends?
Yes and no. Friends, not.
Okay,
People
good.
that I have to associate with, yes. But don't worry, everybody hates him. Everybody thinks he's a dick.
Kyle just kind of looks back at Chip Collins like almost wistfully, like, huh, why is he a dick?
Do I have Rose's number?
I have her number. Kyle calls the flower shop.
Rose, I keep asking him, you don't have a phone,
Rose
do you?
doesn't have a
Nah.
phone. Kyle has
Nah.
the flower shop number, and he thinks that's Rose's phone number, so he's calling the flower shop.
When Kyle calls the flower shop, I kind of motion for him to give me the phone.
No, hang on. I've got a question to ask her first. I'll give you the phone in a second.
Okay. Your store phones are ringing.
Wait, wasn't Mabitha at the phone?
She was at the register.
Welcome to Buds or Us, where we're bloomin' buddies. How can we help you?
I will never get over this. I will never get over this. It's so good, and I love
Kyle, what do you want?
Sorry. So I'm here with Juliana and lunch. I wanted to ask Mabitha a couple of questions. And
I say before Mabitha, give me the phone before you talk to Mabitha.
no, I'm not. Yeah, but Juliana wants to talk to you directly, so I'm gonna hand the phone over to her. And then after you're done with that, hopefully you can hand the phone over to Mabitha. She
Okay.
works there, right?
Okay, first of all, okay, Rose starts to cover the phone up with her hand. Why do you want to bother Mab?
Because she's smart and I have questions.
Questions about what?
Well, I was going to ask her about some like vampire stuff because she's a witch, right? So she's like super. She knows about the supernatural. She showed up to my house. Like I never got to really unpack any of that. So not that I'm trying to do that over your company phone, but here's Juliana. She's really bothering me to hand the phone over. So I'm just
Okay,
gonna.
well, no, listen, Juliana took
All right,
entirely too much of
here.
my time last. No, no, Kyle,
No,
fuck,
I
no,
handed the phone
Kyle,
over to Juliana
fuck.
already.
Hello, hello, Rosebud.
What?
Oh, I kind of sense the somewhat hostility, and I say, um,
Is just
listen,
listening to this half of the conversation and is like, oh.
listen. You were concerned about David working at the new meat factory, correct?
Yeah.
Uh, do you know Chip Collins?
Oh shit,
Um,
wait, no, tell her that David told me some weird shit too. I forgot to tell her.
You can tell her when I hand the phone back. I kind of.
Well, no, but just like mention it.
tell me what.
I sent Chip Collins to do a story on the new meatpacking factory, and he got thrown out before he could do his interview. Now, normally that isn't cause for concern because Chip is pretty annoying, but they wouldn't let him speak. It was awfully quick.
Well,
So
hang on though, because Chip is the press, right? Did he get permission to be on the premises before he just asked for an interview? That seems like
He
basic
definitely didn't.
protocol.
He doesn't.
but it is Chip. You probably found some smooth way to solve. Anyway, it just bears mentioning. That place should probably be checked out. They're definitely hiding something.
I
Even if Chip didn't have a press pass, I mean, a simple conversation of, oh, you have to get a press pass. Or so. Like, usually, most companies, especially upstart ones in a small town like this, wouldn't normally throw out a press, especially like a student press, because, they're all about publicity. Plus, I mean, their CEO literally came to our school in an assembly. So, if they didn't want anybody in the school to like do a story, they did an awfully poor way of doing that. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know and give the heads up that there might be some weird stuff going on there. And Kyle said David definitely mentioned something weird going over there. I just don't know since David's your best friend, right?
I yeah, David's my buddy. Uh I I guess yeah, you cuz you weren't really much help yesterday. Do you remember what happened yesterday with that guy?
Um, wow. Okay, so now I've got two characters in the group who hate me. I say that out of context. This would actually be a perfect time to check my phone to see if my mom has sent me a text back.
If you're checking your phone, please hand the phone back to
Oh my
me.
I
god.
hand the phone to Kyle.
So Juliana mentioned this guy. I was eavesdropping. I know it's rude. So I think the answer there is yes. Sorry
It
about that.
it's okay. You weren't there. Listen, the guy that we met yesterday said that he got drug tested at the factory yesterday and there was some kind of
Oh
thing on
no.
his neck yesterday, and I think it might have been
Oh
sucking his blood.
no.
Um,
Well,
Oh
wait a minute. I kind of
oh
take the
no.
phone back.
Wait, was it on like the back of his head?
yeah, it
Like
was
that area?
It was exactly on the back of his head, like just below kind of his shirt, I think.
Hey, David mentioned a thing, taken by Fiona. I think that's her name. Thana? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Out to like some weird lot thing. And he felt like a prick on the back of his head. And so I just assumed like, oh, she probably like scratched him or something. That's weird, but it's nothing to worry about. But if he got like, it's still worrying. So I haven't noticed anything different about him yet. He seems fine. Like he drove us places yesterday.
Yeah, but will I don't know. I haven't. I'm not at school today, so I didn't catch David. But when we have a chance, we probably need to talk to him because, we've already been not, because about the grooming conversation that we had.
Yeah, we should probably be better friends with him and go and like hang out more and stuff.
Wow. Okay. Fuck you. I am a great friend to David, but yes,
No, I'm sorry. I
no,
should be a
it's
better friend to him.
no, it's
I
fine. But
feel like
yes, we should go see if David is okay. And we should do that sooner rather than later. I agree.
can I have my phone call with Mab now? And I promise you I'll keep an eye on David for the rest of the day.
Why do you want to bother Mab?
I need to ask her questions.
I need to know what questions you're trying to ask her.
I need to know how to do his school because I don't know how.
Wait, you don't know how to what?
I don't know how to pour salt into a magic circle.
You just it you just pour the salt in the shape of a circle.
I have it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Okay, fine. Listen, you can ask her about occult
Does she have
stuff.
a phone?
I'm not giving you her number. Listen, you can talk to her about occult stuff, but I
All
need to
right,
make
well that's
something
very helpful.
very clear. Please do not mention any of the power stuff to her, okay? Because she's not really a fan of talking about it, and I don't think
Your power stuff?
yeah, and I would
You
appreciate
told
if,
her?
well, I mean, yeah, I didn't, yes, I did, but seriously, don't mention it.
It's
As far as she's concerned, you don't know
I
about it.
won't. That's not what I was going to ask her about.
Okay.
I wouldn't. No, I mentioned it to Juliana, but that was only because I thought I hallucinated it.
Why did you,
It was the most crazy thing that happened that night.
And you were
I was
probably on
like,
drugs.
I thought I had hallucination persistent perception disorder. Like it wasn't going. Anyways, I just wanted to ask Mab about some basic summoning stuff
Okay,
because
hang on. Just
yeah.
just hang on a second. Hey, Mab,
Okay.
Yes.
my dumb friend Kyle wants to ask you about occult stuff. Do you feel like dealing with him?
Yeah, no, I can spare some nuggets of wisdom. Sure, hand the phone over.
Okay, all right. Uh, Don't be a dick. All right, I hand her the
I'm
phone.
not gonna be a dick, of course not. You came to my house a while ago? Yeah, I'm Kyle. Hi. Did you
Hi,
hand the phone?
Kyle.
Okay. Yeah, you did. All right. Hi. So like you introduced yourself as a which
I wouldn't say which.
okay. Sorry. I didn't mean that as in like
as
I didn't
as he's listening to Kyle, uh, Mab like stares into like Rose's soul.
Oh
Like,
no.
what the fuck? Who
Oh
who do you
no.
have me talking to?
I I
But yeah,
I
no,
Listen.
continue.
I
Okay.
don't I just wave my hands. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. He isn't dipshit. I don't know. I haven't done anything.
I have a lot of holy water here
Uh
and
huh.
their party were drinking some stuff. I don't remember if you told me this or not. Maybe you did. I don't know. I'm
pretty sure I mentioned it. Yes.
I've been trying to cope with so much shit, dude. My memory's shot to hell. Okay, I have a bunch of holy water that's been interacting with blood that I know I definitely have. And I was wondering if there's a way that I could bless large amounts of stuff. The assault circles. It's a stretch, I know, but I figured because like you sometimes put holy water to give it an extra kick. That's how Father Bronson described it.
Father Bronson?
Yeah.
Who's Father Bronson?
Don't worry about it. Local priest.
Okay. Well, how about this? I will let you know what I know. If you come down to the shop later today, 'cause I'm assuming you're in school while Rose here is playing a little bit of hooky, but
no,
in a reasonable way. She's still working.
Not. I'm not in school. Kyle is leaving the building as he's saying this.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of wait.
No, I'm not in school. Juliana can hear me say, "No, I'm not in school."
He walks up the two doors leading out on the
I
side
kind
of
of look,
floor.
wave by.
Oh man, Juliana's not gonna follow.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, Kyle goes over to his bike. Is like, "No, I'm not in school. I was at the bank."
Okay. Well, yeah, no. Come to the shop later when we close. I'll show you, and we'll talk about all the things that me, you, and Rose can talk about. I have no problem with talking, and talking about the occult and everything. It's all good.
You're just kind of my local expert, and you came to me first, so.
What the fuck is playing on my TV? No, it's all fine. No, I get it. No, it's all good.
I couldn't tell you.
But yeah, no. Come down to the shop when we close, and we'll get you all sorted out.
When do you close?
We close at 8:30.
Okay, good to know.
Your phone, or is this Juliana's phone?
This is my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I hang after Mabitha says, "All right, stop by, goodbye," and like I hang up.
Alrighty.
Like once that's established, and then I'm going to go back into the lunchroom and go right back up to Juliana and be like, "You're not doing anything later today, are you?"
No. Why?
Okay. I was going to get a safety course in holy water, and would you like to join me in a...
I'll be honest, I think Rose might be a little sick of seeing me. I don't know why. But...
Cue the Hulk music.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Well then, I guess I'll run you... I guess I'll,
Plus,
go over it with you later?
I've got my own stuff I'm trying to work out.
Okay. Hey, if it's more of that Collins, don't fucking take shit from him, okay?
I'm not worried about Chip Collins. Let me tell you something honestly. Nobody likes Chip Collins. You're not really supposed to. Unless you want to go on his resort. In which case.
Oh, you're in it for the resort. I see.
No, I've never been on his resort. I didn't even know he had a resort until like a week ago. What was on the lunch menu for today? It's like pizza day?
You guys have really subpar mozzarella sticks.
Juliana picks up one of these mozzarella sticks, taps it on her plate realizing that it's probably hard as a brick for putting it down and just taking one of the milk and just like chugging it. Then she
Kyle
thinks,
will chug the milk at the same time as you.
yeah, I'm gonna head over to my next class.
We're gonna smash cut to Mab and Rose at the floral shop. Rose, I'm gonna say this is like midday now. You guys had like some pretty decent foot traffic. What are you fiddling with at the shop?
I guess I'm helping arrange flowers, and Mab is kind of still behind the cash register. So I'm putting like little bundles of flowers and baby's breath and stuff into bouquets and whatever people are looking for, and wrapping them in like tissue paper and that plastic wrap stuff that they use there at the shops.
Mab walks over to you while you're setting all this stuff up. Rose, this is a very hard thing for me to do. I don't like doing this often. I noticed I was a little hostile earlier. I don't like getting mad at people or angry at people who there's clearly something out of their control. And as of right now, this is actually something out of your control. So I guess I'm trying my best to apologize for chewing you out. It's not you. It's really, again, it's a family thing. She like whips out a candy bar from her apron pocket and she just goes, here. It's a Kit Kat.
Wow.
Silence.
Wow. I I'm gonna grab the Kit Kat. Thanks. I don't know. It's weird. Like I've never really been excited about taking on family stuff, and this seems like a big part of your life, and I kind of feel like I took it and I didn't mean to. So I don't blame you for feeling the way that you did, but thank you. And yeah, thanks a lot, Mab.
Mab's like trying to fight various emotions, and you can see it in her face, and she like swallows it all back down. She goes, yeah, no, don't mention it. It's whatever. You're fine. I don't hate you for anything. Yeah, whatever. Uh,
Was the coffee too sweet yesterday?
no, it was fine. It was delicious. It was good. It was fine.
Cause like I don't really know coffee, but I was like, she can't possibly like the just like shadowy black stuff because it tastes like liquid tar. So I told him to put some nonsense in it, but then I was like, oh my gosh, what if she has diabetes and like she fucking loses a foot, and I'll be like, oh no, I'm so sorry, I fucked up again, no. But that's great. And then like I left it on the window, which was stupid because I'm like, it's gonna get cold. It probably was frozen by the time you came back, so that was dumb. Uh, thanks.
Yeah, no, I ate it with a spoon. It was still fine. It's whatever. I appreciate it. Well, again, don't mention it. It's what's done is done. Talk to my mom. It'll all be fine. And she like forces a smile. And you can kind of see she's like really trying
Oh,
to
don't, no, don't,
pull
don't, don't,
pull
don't do
pull
that.
pull
Don't do
pull
that.
together a
It
genuine
that
smile.
that burns. Please stop. I hate it so much. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, I don't like it too. I don't like.
Nah,
Yeah, no, cool.
no, that's
No,
okay. Also,
you
so listen, when Kyle comes over later, he he's a good dude most of the time. I don't know if he's gonna bring this other chick. Just like if he does, just just don't forget that she exists, because she does this thing where she like is a seat warmer for a really long time, and then all of a sudden she's just in your business. And just it if you see a girl with black hair, probably a black hoodie, who's just like standing offhandedly somewhere, just don't forget that she exists, because she'll probably like write some bullshit article about the flower shop and end up ruining your fucking business or something. So just keep an eye out for her. She's kind of sketchy.
She leans in a little closer to you and she goes, "Are you bringing a narc to my shop?"
I'm not bringing the narc. I'm telling you that Kyle might bring the narc. Which is crazy
I'll
because, like, because Kyle, I'm gonna whisper this because, like, Kyle usually has like some pretty good stuff. So for them to hang out is just kind of, I don't really get it yet. I'm trying to figure it out, but just yeah, just keep an eye out. And also, I'm not inviting them to your house later. I'm just saying that anything he asks you about should be done here. Don't let them invite themselves into your home.
Yeah, no. For now, you're probably the only other human I'm letting inside my house. So, I only know you, and I only kind of know Kyle because I followed you guys to his house. No, it's fine. I'll give her attention, like the rest of your friends, and
Oh,
it'll
no,
be.
don't use that word either. Like, Kyle is cool, but some of these folks are just kind of people that I see.
Well, okay. Well, don't worry about it. It'll be a quick, fun time, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and you both hear like the door swing open and like the bell, like the little bell that's above most door shops. I want you to guess who walks in.
Is it Hot Theone?
It is Hot Theone.
Oh, fuck me, are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
fucking fuck.
yeah. Theone walks in and she has sunglasses on and she has that red blazer on and she comes to the front desk,
Okay,
the desk, the front
I,
counter.
hang on. I have a very important question. So,
Yeah,
I didn't go to the assembly. Have I? I don't think I've ever seen Theone.
you've heard a lot about Theone, but I don't think you've ever seen her. No, I don't think you've seen her.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So I'm I'm gonna put my Kit Kat in the back, and Mab is the one that's been dealing with the cash register, so that's her.
yeah. Mab walks up to the register and she goes, "Welcome to Buds R Us." I'm not going to say the fucking tagline. How might I help you? Theon goes, "I am having sort of a grand tour for that new meat factory that's been debuting, and I need all the prettiest flowers and roses." She says, I need some roses for this, and I was hoping, she, she leaned to look at you in the back. I was hoping you two fine young ladies could help me with that.
Yeah, that's fine. You said this was for the factory. Are you part of like marketing or something?
She stares at you and she pulls down her sunglasses. She goes, "Yeah, yeah. I guess you could say that I am a part of it. I control most of everything that's going on with that building. So yes." And Mav goes, "We got some flowers in bulk that we can package up for you. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna run downstairs and grab some extra box for you." And Mav goes downstairs in a box, and
Okay.
she Theon's just standing there, and you guys are just both standing there, like, she goes, "Rose, is it?"
Yeah, that's what it says on the apron. So I guess I'm your girl. While
Mm.
while Mab is in the back, I can show you because like roses are really nice, but sometimes you want to have like marigolds or like baby's breath with them. So I can show you kind of what else we have, and I'll come out from behind the counter and kind of start going to like some of our extra exotic flowers and stuff.
She follows you and she goes, young lady, I'm gonna cut out all the bullshit. You have something of mine. I don't know how you got it, but you have something that belongs to me.
I'm sorry. I don't think we've met. I don't think that I've taken anything of value lately. I'm going to need you to be a little more specific.
Mm, mm. Does the name David ring any bells?
Rose kind of straightens up and starts to walk sideways in a way that she can make some distance from Theone but still see her. Yes. So you're David's employer.
That's one of the titles I'd like to have, yes.
Well,
But
it's the only title that you have right now. You're the one that gave him the car.
yes, it is a beautiful car, isn't it?
It is. It's awfully inappropriate for the workplace considering he's only been there, what, 4 days?
But I see potential in David, and I'm sure if you were close with David, uh, I'm sure you notice his potential as well.
David has a lot of potential. He's been a very important person to me for a very long time, and I can tell you that in all of the time that we have been friends, I have seen plenty of people try to chase him, and you are the first person I've ever seen that is probably the most obnoxious one.
And what makes you even think that?
I mean, let's be honest, you look at least 50 years younger than you probably actually are. And I don't know what it is about this town lately where everybody's just deciding that they can change things, or maybe they've always been this way, hell if I know. But either way, David is probably one of the best things in this town. And I'm not going to allow anyone to make him anything besides what he should be.
Theone, like, she steps up a little closer to you, and she has like these she has a real fucking pointy stiletto nails. She like points to like the middle of your chest, and she goes, "I can tell you have a little soft spot for David, and heck, I might even be inclined to assume that you a little thing for him, a little summertime fling, or that first flame of the school year." And honestly, if David is interested in a woman who's, according to you, looks a lot younger than what she's supposed to be, I'm having a hard time trying to wrap my head around why he would even hang around with someone like you. Ugh. I've seen rougher edges, and attitude and presence is all just too harsh. And I doubt David would even want to be around that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is give back the disc that you took or destroy it because I have a bunch more hidden around and leave David to me. Because, young lady, this will be the only and hopefully the last time I have such a civil conversation with you, and I'm giving you something I don't have. I'm giving you a choice. So how goes it?
Her finger is ooh, her finger is still making contact with my chest.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, I don't know why David hangs out with me either. I am a bitch on a good day, and I hate this place and most of the people in it. But what I will not allow is someone who is as good as David to be turned into anything besides whatever he wants to be once he finally figures himself out. And I'm going to grab her wrist and I'm going to directly stare into her eyes and see if I can activate my power to whatever roses that are behind me in the flower shop.
Roll me a 2d4.
So
This is.
I almost hope this doesn't pan out, so this is a secret.
This is a 10. This is difficulty at 10.
oof. I'm going to use all 8 of my tokens to get a 12. Specifically, what I would like is
Uh-huh.
any of the roses or flowers in the shop that have thorns. I would like them to. I want the thorns in this shop to get really hard, almost like petrified wood, and see if I can shoot them at Theon's face.
Wow. Okay. Do they enlarge, or do you want them to stay the same size?
They can enlarge, maybe about the size of her nails.
Oh, okay. Cool. So yeah, yeah, no. So all the roses behind you, they start to grow towards you, and the thorns and like the stems start to enlarge. They shoot towards both of you, but they dodge you, and they go straight for Theon's face, and a couple of them hit her neck. Theon, she gets pelted by these thorns, and she backs away from you and from being pelted, like from these thorns. She looks surprised, but she's still kind of like unfazed.
That's fine. Do I see like any buckets or any like flower tools around me?
You see like mini shears.
Can I grab the shears and see if I can like I'm gonna see if I can charge her into one of the flower stands.
Yeah, no, you can pick up the shears, but before you even take like a running start, Mab is like standing at like the top of the steps with like all the extra boxes, and she's just like it's like a scene in The Incredibles, the first movie, where Bob is about to throw his car, and that kid is in his driveway. It's kind of like that. She's just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I don't care.
Rosebud,
I don't care. I'm gonna try to rush her with the shears.
roll me fight.
Oh man, this is gonna suck. 5.
Oh shit! Yeah, no. So you charge her. You don't hit her in her chest, but you do hit her in her stomach, and you ram her right into like the stand of azaleas, and she's not really pinned into it, but like she's like she's like leaned up against with like shears sticking out of her stomach. She's still fucking surprised, but still unfazed. And she looks at the shears, like she looks down at the shears in her body, and like in her stomach. She looks back at you. She looks you in the eye, and she goes, "Hmm. I certainly didn't expect any of this coming here to confront you." And she starts to grab the shears out of her stomach. I tried, I really tried to give you a choice, but I guess, teenagers these days, they just won't listen. And she puts her hand on her neck. She doesn't choke you, but she puts her hands on your neck, and she goes, "Rose, I'm going to give you one last chance to take my offer and leave all of this alone. Forget about me, forget about David. This is your last chance. And that's where we're going to end it. That's where we're going to leave this session off.